guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to do a cut crease and a half cut crease on hooded lids. So if you want to see how to do that, please keep on watching. Okay, so to start off this look, I'm going to tap into a light brown shade just to run that in my crease. Just gonna run that back and forth just to give my eye some definition before we do a cut crease. Just going to tap into that shade again and run that in the same place. So by crease I mean this little, how do I explain this? So there's a little indentation right above where your eyeball is. So that is where you're just going to run the color really slowly and smoothly across. And you're going to go in circular motions, bring that color towards your brow and just work really slowly. Or fast, doesn't really matter. I like to work slow. So towards the end, I think, which is easier? This eye I'm going to do a full cut crease. This eye I'll do a half cut crease to show you how I do it personally for me. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So again, running that in that crease. I think on this eye you can see it a little bit more clearly. So literally just this space below my brow bone and above where my eye is. So basically the eye socket. Just going to run that color in there to get the same definition. So now we're just going to blend that out. I'm not going to focus too much on eyeshadow. I just want to show you guys where, I should have done it here. So I just want to show you guys where everything's going to fall. So because I'm doing a half cut crease, I'm going to run this color until the end of my lid. So just here. And then I'm going to tap it towards my lash line so that it kind of becomes a C shape. So that is for the half cut crease. I just want to show you how I create the shapes for the eyeshadow that's going to go with the cut crease. I feel like that's an important step that a lot of people don't do. So for this eye, because I'm going to do a full cut crease, I'm going to wing it out. And by wing it out, I mean blend it out in an angle. Blending, blending, blending with the same brown shade. I'm not going to go into different shades of brown and confuse you. I want to keep this really simple and easy to follow. So yeah, same color, just two different shapes as you can see. Blending that towards my brow, flicking it out. And a good rule of thumb is to blend almost to the end of where your brow is, like right there, and then come back. You don't want to keep the space too open, especially if you have hooded eyes. I feel that if my eyeshadow isn't as close to my brow, then it's not as noticeable. So I'm tapping into that shade again and I'm just bringing that color higher. I'm bringing it more towards my brow. I completely forgot to put some lip products on. Now we're out here looking, but anyway, continuing. Okay, so now that I feel a bit more me with my nude lip, I'm going to go into the cut crease. I just want to close this eyeshadow palette before I mess. How do I? Okay, so I'm going to bring my mirror close to me and I'm going to angle it so that I'm looking down. The important thing to note when doing a cut crease on hooded eyes is that your eyes need to stay open. Okay, so that you see where it's going to fall and that everything is neat and equal. So looking down, I'm going to do the full cut crease first. So I put some concealer on my angled liner brush. I usually use a painting brush, but anyway, that one's dirty. So what I'm gonna do is stamp some product on my lid and follow my eyeball, basically. Need to be a little bit closer, so stamping that product, making sure not to drag the concealer because I want as much color and pigment to pick up as possible. So okay, I know I said I know I said I'm not going to drag, but I just did that. So what I like to do is go just above where my eyeball is, where my crease is, and then pulling it down, blending it out with the brush. So you see, when you open, you can still see where it is, whereas if it was a bit lower, you wouldn't see it. So I like to work really slowly to make sure the color and the shape and everything is nice and neat, and you can see it when I open. So here's the tricky part with the cut crease. What's happening here? So what I like to do is I like to make a weird shape here. So I just take the excess on the brush and look into my mirror, like right here, look down into my mirror and try and make a cat eye situation. Okay, so looking down, that's where a cat eye would be, and kind of link this cut crease, I almost said liner, link the cut crease with that and kind of fill in. Alright. You can add a liner, which I'm going to do. So I feel like I look weird without liner if I'm doing a cut crease. So just going to make sure everything is smoothed out. You can set your cut crease with some powder, which is what I'm gonna do. Or can I add some shimmer? Can you see it on camera? Do I look crazy? A little bit. Yeah, let's put some powder on. So I'm going to reach over here to get some powder, and I'm just gonna set this, and then I'm gonna use my winged liner and do the things. So I need a flat brush. So I'm gonna use this eyeshadow brush to tapping off a lot of excess, and I'm just going to tap that on my cut crease to set everything, to make sure my lid isn't tacky. The reason why a lot of people do a cut crease and don't set it and then just put an eyeshadow above it is so that the eyeshadow has something to cling to. But since I am not going to be putting anything on top of the lid, I have to set it. So just doing it really slow. And don't worry if the powder falls on your face, because again, it's powder. You can just take a brush and swipe it off. Okay, so now that that is set, you can check with your finger. No, she's not set. You can check with your finger, your ring finger, to see if it is set or not. It wasn't. So just tapping it in a little bit more. Alright, now I'm going to take some liquid liner and I'm just going to follow where, oh, I messed on my table. I'm just going to follow the bottom of my cut crease. Again, looking down into the middle. Working ever so slowly. If anyone's like, you do wing liner weird, I do. Takes me a very long time to do liner. Filling that in. This is going to take me a while. Okay. I messed up a little, but it's okay. So that is it for... Oh, that's why it felt weird. So that is it for the full cut crease side. That is very subtle. I don't really do this, but yeah. Next up, I'm going to be doing a half cut crease, which I do the most. Which way am I going to do this? This way. So, doing the same thing on the side, stamping it from the front. Girl. Following the eye socket. So ideally, I would end about the end of my pupil with a half cut crease. And then I'd use another shade to just blend those two things together. So the end, so the concealer and the eyeshadow I'd blend together. So right here I'd end. So just about there, enough for you to see where the cut crease is ending, like right there. And then make sure everything is neat and tidy. The edges so that they are smooth. Okay. And I like to do this at a bit of an angle as well, just so that it's easier to blend out. I'm not going to go in with a darker color. I'm not going to go in with the darker color. I'm going to use that same brown shade, well, the excess of that brush. I'm just going to tap that to the ends. I can actually push it this way. Just to soften that a bit so that it blends together. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did on this eye and take some powder and set my lid. Setting it. All right. You can do a line on the side, but I generally don't when I do this type of look, especially when I'm doing a photographic C or like this circular shape. I don't do liner with it because it doesn't, oh girl, wrong brush, doesn't end well. So just to finish up this look, I'm gonna take that same brown and run it on my lower lash line just a little bit, so that I don't look crazy, and some mascara, and you are done. So just to finish up this look, I'm going to put on some mascara, just enough so that you can see it and the look looks a bit better. Mascara is live. Okay. Going to be adding some highlight to this look. I always say some highlight and then I drench my skin in pigment. So just running that on my skin. I hope that you guys found this video helpful, and if you'd like to see more videos like this, please let me know in the comments down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!